It's a great way to protect your customers' investment in their pool finish, buy them a lot of extra time, and a good revenue generator for the service professional. Hi, Alan Smith here, talking about our MicroGlass product here, how it's being installed on an existing plaster job. Now you saw that this pool had just been acid washed and polished. It had an extreme amount of algae on there, a lot of scale, and it had calcium nodules growing out throughout the plaster. Unfortunately, this had been abused chemically for years. The cyanuric acid level was above 600 parts per million, so a lot of things went wrong with that. So now that we have the pool looking good again and the plasters looking almost like new, you put a big effort into making it that way. Guys did a really good job. We're going to put the MicroGlass on there, and we're going to penetrate this and make it ceramic-like, and so the abuse of chemicals won't affect it anymore, and maybe get another 20, 30 years out of this older plaster job. And so that's the main thing here. So this is a really good value add for any of these service guys that will come in and do a cleanup on a pool, to be able to put this on after the fact and completely create a different type of pool surface that's going to last and last. Now here are the things that we need, the basic things we need to actually apply MicroGlass. I just start with a rag and a little piece of sponge we use to kind of mop up any little bit of water spills or to clean the tile, because after you spray it on the plaster, if it gets on the tile, you want to wipe it off, any tile. I do try to spray it over the grout to seal the grout, or to get the grout real hard, and I got to clean it off that tile when I'm done. So I have that. I have a backpack sprayer, and this is what we put the product in and spray it. Very inexpensive. It's a hand pump. You can buy these. They're usually, you can get these for under $100. I have a propane tank with a torch, and I use that to dry out any damp areas. This has to go on a completely dry surface. This pool's completely dry now, so we won't need it here. But a lot of times after you're done with an acid wash, if you want to start putting this on you, it might have a cooler, shaded area. It takes a long time to dry. You can speed it up with this. I have the MicroGlass itself. This is in a blue bucket. It comes in white buckets. It comes in different color buckets, but it says MicroGlass, and 5 gallons here. This pool right here will probably take 3 to 4 gallons. And I have a roller. This is a thick nap roller, and after you spray it on, you want to back roll it to get any streaks and puddles, and so it goes over. Now I'm going to do this by myself. It's easier with 2 people, but to show you, one person can do this by themselves very easily, and I'll demonstrate that. I think this pool will probably take me 30 to 40 minutes to do the whole thing. And so here we go. Just start off by just putting this pack in the pool, and I'm going to fill it with product. And I'm going to start spraying the walls. This has a screen in it to actually stop any large particles that might fall in it, to plug up the tip, the spraying tip. A light shake, and this is all you need. And you simply pour it in. I'm going to put about 4 gallons in here. It's a very clear liquid, and the secret to this isn't the silicates that's in there. It's actually the molecular water construction that's been developed to create the viscosity to be able to penetrate. It's an amazing, amazing patented technology. It also works on concrete. This works very, very well on interlocking pavers and any masonry item to make it harder. Put the lid back on. This is a pressurized tank. It's got a rubber O-ring in there, so you gotta make sure it's tight. Simple as that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to start on the steps. I'm going to work my way around the pool. I'm going to go so far, maybe 20, 30 feet, wipe the tile, and then back roll it. Now we back roll everything just to get any puddles done and absorbed. If you don't get the puddles out, it creates a very slippery surface. And as this was colored, it would actually maybe leave a little of a frosted look to it. Also, when you spray this on, make sure you don't walk over it, as this is extremely slippery and you will fall. If you get any on the light, we simply just wipe it off. Now I've already sprayed under the tile right before I started filming, so I don't have to climb out and wipe the tile off. So I'm going to simply back roll it now. So I've completely done the walls. I've gone all the way around to the steps where I started. And what I'm going to do, let this dry up and put another coat on. The secret of this is really getting a good penetration. And so as soon as it loses its super wet luster, I put another coat on. And then I'll work my way on the floor out backwards, where I'll actually put a little thicker coat on the floor because it doesn't run on the floor like it does on the walls, and I can put it on a little bit better. The walls, if you put it on too thick, it just runs off. Same thing in here. Just get a nice even coating. Of course, the spa won't take long. Also want to make sure that you wipe it off the tile and any metal. Again, I like to overspray the tile grout to make the grout really hard, so the grout doesn't get affected by aggressive water chemistry. Is looking to dissolve calcium. If the plaster's so hard it can't dissolve it out of that, it'll just absolutely eat your tile grout for lunch. Be very careful. This is like, when I say it's slippery, I mean it's like ice skating. Even on a pebble job, it can create the top of that pebble into a very slippery condition, so you just have to be really careful. I'm going to get my footprint. Just make sure it's got good coverage. There you go. I'm going to completely roll out that floor. I've got excess kind of where it rolled off the walls. It doesn't hurt on white plastic at all. I did wipe my light off. So, okay, now this is dry enough to spray my next coat on. So I'm gonna go for it. Also, once I'm done, if I get out, if I see any puddles, if I can't reach it from up there, you can put a pool pole on this and reach out that way. Now I'm just going to work my way out towards the steps now. I actually put this rag here so I don't slip. There you have it. Whole pool microglassed, about 30 minutes, one person, pool and spa. This floor had a lot of nodules, like I said. Getting a good penetration on this wherever there was a nodule is really important, so that can actually enter that capillary system and harden it so hard that if the water gets back in there, it can't dissolve it and start pulling calcium again. If you have calcium nodules reoccur, it's probably because you didn't get enough product on that nodule area. When you do get it on there, it stops them. It's not a maybe, it's a definite. So let's talk about cleanup for a second. So really you only have two things to clean up. It's the sprayer and the roller. So as the sprayer goes, I just take the lid off, kind of rinse the screen out, spray some water in there, kind of rinse the edges all off. Put this back on. I put maybe 2 or 3 cups of water in there. I shake it really good, pressurize it, and blow the product out of the wand so it gets everything out of the hose and the tip. This is, again, very environmentally safe. It doesn't hurt anything. Plants, you can put it in planters, dirt, it doesn't matter. It cleans up really easily. You just want it all out there because that will, if it stays in the tip for more than a day or two, it will clog the tip up, which you can clean out with like a safety pin or a paper clip. So we're good. Let's get all the water out. There we go, nothing left. All out, we're good. And then as far as the roller, same thing, the roller can be used over and over again. I just squeeze it out with water, simple as that. About my 10th, 12th pull with this roller. Still like brand new. Squeeze out the water. Cleanup done, 2 minutes. Okay. Time to go home. So I took about 4 gallons on this pool, and this is about a 20,000, 22,000 gallon pool in a spa, and it's very deep, and it's a great way to protect your customers' investment in their pool finish, buy them a lot of extra time, and a good revenue generator for the service professional. So good value add, and it does everybody good. And also this is GRAS certified, generally regarded as safe. So you can actually brush your teeth with this stuff if you had to, it wouldn't hurt you. So it's a good product all the way around. I think this is a game changer for the industry. Hope this was instructional. If you have any questions or want more information, go to the MicroGlass website, microglassllc.com. Thank you.